How's it going, beautiful people? Yesterday was Valentine's Day. You know, the day where single people go on Facebook to talk about how much they hate Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day was invented so we could have one special day every year where we can give half of our paychecks to Hallmark, K-Jewelers, and Hershey's in exchange for slightly more affection from our partners than we would get the other 364 days a year. Love is weird. Love between weird animals? Well, that's today's episode of 5 Weird Animal Facts. Number 1. The North American porcupine. How do porcupines have sex? Very carefully. Sorry. Female North American porcupines are only fertile once a year, and only for a period of 8 to 12 hours. This means that the solitary male porcupine has to work fast to locate, impress, and impregnate a lady, or else wait a whole nother year to baby make. The female releases a strong pheromone to make her location known to all males in the area. Once they find her, the males proceed to beat the living shit out of each other to decide who gets to mate. Once the lucky male has won the gladiatorial battle of love, he has to then stimulate the female to go into estrus. And porcupine foreplay isn't as simple as neck kisses and back rubs. In order to get his lady in the mood, he high-speed projectile urinates on her. Alright? If she's DTF, she'll present herself to the male for mating. But if she's not receptive, she lets the guy know by screaming in his face, shaking the urine off, and running away. Just like Romeo and frickin' Juliet. Number 2. The tuatara. One of the many ways that tuataras are unique from most other reptiles is the fact that they reproduce so slowly. First of all, they don't even reach sexual maturity until they're between 13 and 20 years of age. Keep in mind though that they can live up to 100 years. Part of this has to do with their incredibly slow metabolism, which allows them to thrive in colder temperatures and also gives them the ability to hold their breath for up to an hour if they need to. I don't know why they need to, but it's still a neat trick. Male tuataras can reproduce every year, while females can generally only breed once every 2 to 5 years. Males have no external reproductive organ. Sorry, buddy. So during mating, the male and female just kind of rub their cloacas together and try not to laugh. Female tuataras can store sperm for 10 to 12 months before finally laying between 1 and 19 eggs. The eggs then incubate for 12 to 15 months before hatching, which is quite possibly the longest incubation period of any reptile. So taking all of that into account and doing some quick math, tuataras often hatch 2 years after they're conceived. Crazy stuff. Number 3. The red velvet mite. With that bright red plushy exterior, these adorable little arachnids already look like the living embodiment of Valentine's Day. This tiny arthropod works harder than almost any other invertebrate to try and impress his lady. When he decides that he's ready to settle down and find love, he builds an intricate structure known as a love garden. The love garden is composed of 3 building materials: plants, sticks, and of course, sperm. Once his love shack is complete, he then makes a trail of silk leading to the garden's entrance. He then waits at the far end of the trail for a female to walk by. Once he spots a possible suitor, he begins doing a mating dance to get her attention. If she likes what she sees, the male leads her back to his love garden and drops a bubble of sperm called a spermatophore. The female then climbs atop his spermatophore and impregnates herself. It's so beautiful. Number 4. The bonobo. A relative of the chimpanzee that's best known for its shameless and unparalleled promiscuity. Bonobo's social structure revolves around sex. They don't just mate for reproduction, and more than that, they don't just mate for fun. Saying good morning, welcoming a new member to the group, a quickie before dinner, all of these and more are acceptable reasons for bonobos to ba-bang bang. Bonobos also boast a sexual repertoire that was once thought to be exclusive to humans, such as deep kissing, oral sex, foreplay, and homosexuality. Pair that with the fact that bonobos and chimpanzees share 98% of our DNA, and my soul weeps for those who still don't believe that we share a common ancestor with these incredible apes. If you've done your research and still can't accept the overwhelming evidence pointing to evolution through natural selection as a scientific fact, then you're ignorant and shouldn't be allowed within 100 yards of any academic establishment. If humans evolved from monkeys, then why is there still monkeys? Because you don't know how science works. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Number 5. Drosophila bifurca. This tiny little fruit fly holds one of the strangest world records out there. He has the longest sperm of any animal. Measuring in at 2 inches long, D. bifurca sperm is 20 times longer than its body and about 1,000 times longer than human sperm. The sperm is given to the female in a large coil, where it's then exposed to a series of harsh chemicals and physical challenges to test its endurance before reaching and fertilizing the eggs. The female's reproductive tract is just slightly longer than the sperm, and scientists researching the fly's reproductive system have described it as looking like a giant slinky filling her abdomen. That's f***ing terrifying. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what animals and topics you want to see in future episodes. Like and share this video, and check out all my social media crap using the information in this tiny little box. Subscribe to AnimalBytesTV for more awesome animal things and stuff, and until next time, my friends, my name is Jason Miller, and I'll see you next Monday on 5 Weird Animal Facts.